I mean, they've clearly got a problem there, haven't they, in their own corporate development, haven't they? I mean, if they are doing it from a place of unconscious bias, that's going to obviously be permeating through their relationships with other people in their organization, and therefore, they're not going to be making the best use of their talent, are they?
Yeah, of course. And also, I could be the best thing since sliced bread, right? But they're never going to find out, right?
No, ask you the questions.
Exactly. So, and you're right. These conversations happen internally, and it is unconscious when it happens. And like I say, it doesn't happen to me that much, but when it does happen, you remember. That's why I've got all those gates, the different tender gate, Rizzler gate, coffee gate. There's so many of them. Party trick gate, because you can't. I'm embarrassed because, like I said, and I'm not being an apologist or I've got no one to say this for. This is the most inclusive place on earth. It is. This is, right? I get about, I've traveled, right? This is the most inclusive place on earth. So, in most cases, in fact, people think I'm being over optimistic when I say this, but I think 98% of the time, when you're on the receiving end of some kind of bias-related microaggression, it's unconscious. In fact, I was giving this story the other day. Somebody accused me of being an apologist for thoughtless comments. But here's my point. Thoughtless. That's the point. The person isn't coming from a place of rational thought, rational discernment. They're just coming from a conditioned place. And how would they know they're coming from a conditioned place if you don't call it out? But then the other side of it is true. The reverse bias side of it is true. Sometimes we can just be paranoid. Sometimes we could just be rubbish at our job. And and what you're perceiving as some degree of bias is just the guy thinking, no, you're rubbish.